What is this? Oh, there we go. Hey everyone, I'm Martin-Frey, founder and CEO of Homeless to Independence Inc. This is an update on the July 9th storm that hit us. This is for insurance purposes. This is for my board of directors and supporters of Homeless to Independence. Okay, where do I start? I understand that the pictures I sent from the clean out on this past Tuesday, pretty much the last of our clean out of wet boxes, pictures, the link did not work for some of you board members. So in addition to this video, there will be down below, there will be attachments of those photos again. So yesterday, yeah, so much going on. Yesterday, at about 4:30 in the afternoon, Jack, uh, Jack and his company, he is an adjuster inspector. He was contracted by USLI, our insurance carrier, and he came out uh, after doing all his inspection and measuring, and yes, he did see the videos in question with the waterfall over the door and everything, and he told me I needed to get certain papers together and to send them over to him. I have to send revenue statements for I guess uh, I guess 4 or so weeks of revenue that we have taken into the store to prove revenue lost on July the 9th due to the storm. And then also I have to give him a copy of the lease for both stores so they can see for sure that we are responsible for the flooring and everything. So that happened yesterday. I will get those papers off to him on late today or tomorrow, Sunday. So pressing on as far as the papers in the back. The fundraising, I'm really having a hard time on Whatnot. My last two shows this past Thursday and Tuesday of this week, or Tuesday and Thursday, however you want to look, we did not generate any sales. It takes a lot of energy, physical energy. I think I'm going to speak for myself. It takes a lot of physical energy even to do a 2-hour live auction and then to package all the sales. And then to do all that work, to do the live, and it just takes so much out of me physically, and then to have to come in on Friday morning and straighten everything back up in both stores. It's a lot on John and I. I think once in a blue moon I might pop on the Whatnot. I'm not doing anything scheduled. It's too much. It's too much work, and it's hampered, and it has taken away from other um, other fundraising and all. So now moving on, I have reached out to Alderfer Auction House, and we have a number of expensive items. So I've sent them pictures of everything. I was working with Grant there at the Alderfer auction, and let me fix my pen. And then he he emailed me and told me that it's on to the next step, and another person, Mike, is going to be reaching out to me and setting everything up. So we'll be generating funds that way. I'm going to start putting items in storage into box lots, and we're going to get them into auction houses. I need to get out of the storage units. It's killing me. It's killing the nonprofit. It really, that's a harsh word, but it is. It is really hampering. I pay $214 for prime storage. I pay $300 over in Alpha for the two storage containers, the shipping containers. Right there is over $500 a month. And then I have a trailer here on site that we pay $25 a week, and that one is really good. It's watertight. We've kept clothing in there and other items, and we're going to hold on to that. The other storage unit that we do have is Storehouse. It is between Quakertown and Coopersburg, and that one runs us $174 a month. And we keep our climate controlled stuff in there. We keep like off-season clothing in there, and that way it is not damaged by heat, humidity, cold, and all that stuff. There is a lot of clothing, unfortunately, in the Alpha storage shipping containers, and most of that clothing is, honestly, it's ruined. It is ruined. We didn't realize that those containers are not the very best. Between the hot and the cold, leaking, even though we even had them tarped, I have to get in there and get them empty, and we're going to have to discard most of that clothing. And unfortunately, that is not on our insurance policy. Plus, we have $1,000 deductible. That's the other thing I wanted to mention. We do have $1,000 deductible on our insurance. So, I'm setting up with the silent auction. I've already talked to Shane to get boxes in there. Our appointment there is August the 3rd to do drop-off. I have an appointment. And then, other certain days I can drop off at other auction houses. In that respect, we will get revenue sooner. Most of the auction houses, they receive 30%. So for every dollar, they get 30% and we get 70%. But it's twofold. It's creating revenue. It is also emptying out the storage unit. We're pretty close on the prime storage unit, on getting that empty. So that's what we're doing on that. What else? Okay, the stores. Both stores in our lease, we are eligible for 1 weekend of, I think it's 2 tables. We are eligible, I believe, for 2 tables for a weekend, a Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, outside at the flea market. So we've reached out to a very good friend and supporter of Homeless to Independence. We can trust him with a small bank, and we're going to ask him to set up outside. I have to make all the arrangements for the dates, but I cannot do that until after we talk to him. I've got so much on my mind. What else? I usually make a cheat sheet to go down, and I didn't do that this morning. So we have that. We have the auctions. We are also looking into different antiques malls and to see if they have availability, and to see what it costs per month to put our older stuff. In most cases, they're going from early 1970s and older to go in places like that. We have to be vetted. They want to see our stuff. And that's okay, because I have a lot of stuff here in the store. Stuff that actually we've had for a little bit, and we can, take from here, put there, and then put, fresh stuff in here. As soon as, I've been selling good in here, the glassware and our antiques and our collectibles and our vintage. It's like as soon as I get a spot, I have things already clean. I just have to double check that they are what they are, the company, the pattern, and get it priced correctly and do all that good stuff. I'm trying to think what else. Let me see if I was going to end my video. I think that's about it at the moment. So I want to thank Christy for coming out, and her husband Joe introducing themselves. She dropped off, it's in the back already. She dropped off a package of ink Jill Evelyn is stopping by later today. I look forward to seeing her with donations, and she said she had ink for us also. So the storm put us back a couple of weeks. Not just the storm, even the spider. And it's healing. It's this finger right here. It's healing really well. I got all the dead skin off, and I'm done with the antibiotic that they gave me. The hospital never reached out as to what got me, um, even though they did take a culture. Why take a culture if you're not going to let the person know, you know? Um, yeah, so that's about it for the moment. So I'm working on auction houses. I'm working on um, antique malls. I have a couple other ideas for other places, like down on 222 or what is that? Yeah, 222, going south through Berks County into Lancaster. There's a couple of places, antique places, that said they do buy. I'm trying to get the phone numbers for them so that I can find out what they buy. So if I'm making a trip down there, and then I can stop and I'll have what they're looking for, instead of just taking stuff and they take nothing, you know. So that's about it. I appreciate everybody. I thank you for your time. I thank you for your service on our board, and we'll talk soon. And remember, those pictures are going to be down below this video after this video is uploaded on Facebook, on Homeless to Independence's page, and then below there, I'm going to put those pictures back up. Okay, folks? But thank you. Have a great day. Bye-bye now.